Our guest today is Sandra Tobler, Chairwoman of Futurae. For Sandra, music is life. She sang in a band for many years. Despite never planning to be an entrepreneur, she realized it was the only path for her. Not many people know that Sandra is 50% blind, which she considers her secret superpower, as it sharpened her other senses. Futurae's team is a melting pot of over 21 nationalities with 45% women. Though unplanned, they now specialize in payments and financial services, serving over 130 customers, including Santander, Barclays, Rothschild, Scalable Capital, and Qonto. The company's first customers were a dance school and the Swiss Stock Exchange. In this episode, Sandra is going to tell us how she saw the future of cybersecurity as a 50% blind entrepreneur. Here's Sandra.
Seeing the future of cybersecurity, my journey as a 50% blind entrepreneur. Imagine a small Indian village where the arrival of a single laptop sparked a revolution. It was a powerful lesson for me early on. Technology isn't just about being a gimmick. It's about empowering people, communities, transforming lives. This realization set the stage for my lifelong fascination with the potential of technology to drive meaningful change. In the midst of the dot-com boom, I found myself at the World Economic Forum, surrounded by visionaries and pioneers. Parties with one of the founders of Google and other industry giants were filled with palpable energy and unmistakably sense that the world was on the brink of unprecedented change. These experiences ignited my passion for IT and transformative power of IT, propelling me to explore deeper into the field. My journey into IT really began in earnest at IBM, where I spent over 6 formative years immersed in all facets of information technology, mainly financial services, from software development to project management, managing large outsourcing contracts, or where I learned technology from punch cards to mainframe, cloud, analytics, to post-quantum. So my time at IBM taught me invaluable lessons about technology, innovation, teamwork, and the intricate complexities of IT infrastructure on a global scale. It was here that I witnessed firsthand how technology could build intelligence to make houses and infrastructure smarter, how to outperform humans in chess, or how to simplify communication and help people. But also how poor IT security was embedded into transformation projects, typically imposed by compliance. Building on my experience at IBM, I transitioned into a public sector, focusing on the internationalization of businesses, where I also spent 2 years out of San Francisco in the Bay Area, opening the economic dependence of the Swiss Business Hub as part of the General Consulate of the Swiss government. This role deepened my understanding in the intersection between technology, business strategy, and geopolitical dynamics. Since I worked with many international tech entrepreneurs, understanding the challenges they had and understanding what would prove crucial in my future entrepreneurial endeavors. To become an entrepreneur myself, however, was never something I planned. And despite coming from a family with entrepreneurial spirit, my father, my grandfather were both entrepreneurs, leading companies. Founding my own company was not something I had planned for myself. It was not something I decided either to do. I knew the hardship, the responsibility that came along, as well as the challenges. The pivotal moment came when I met Claudio and Nikos, fresh PhDs, graduates from ETH Zurich at the esteemed System Security Group, through a joint acquaintance when they visited San Francisco. First, I helped them open a door here and there, but it quickly became apparent that together we actually shared a vision, how information security could be embedded into digital products. Serve people, not hinder accessibility. And so Futurae Technologies was born as an ETH spin-off. dedicated to innovating next-generation cybersecurity, adding strong authentication to web and mobile user journeys that do not bother. What motivated me to found Futurae? At the moment, I was intrigued by the problem, making a difference. How could it be that we advance with digital transformation? At that pace, online security was still so poorly designed. Having only 50% of vision myself, I had to experience this every single day. Most user experiences were terrible, especially when it came to online security. It was designed by hardcore, as I call them, security geeks, a very homogeneous type, imposing strongest security on everyone instead of optimizing business value and security. For me, founding Futurae was about making a tangible difference. Our mission at Futurae has always been clear: to make people's lives easier and simpler online, especially those who may be overlooked or underserved by traditional security measures. Online security has been built for far too long by geeks or security hardliners. The journey of building Futurae hasn't been without challenges. Naturally, we started in financial services since strong authentication, fraud prevention has been more advanced compared to other verticals through regulatory pressure. It's tough to raise money in Switzerland. Swiss people are also not known to be super early movers when it comes to technology, especially in the area of information security. We had to win the first customer in banking abroad before we could work with Swiss banks. So, despite the hardship, gaining trust and credibility was a granular process. Every decision, from refining our product vision to securing early investors, was a calculated step forward, underpinned by a commitment to excellence and innovation. We were lucky enough to win SIX Group, the Swiss Stock Exchange, as one of our first customers that helped us winning trust in financial institutions. What drives me through these challenges is the opportunity to pioneer meaningful change in cybersecurity, an industry that has and still is extremely homogeneous. At Futurae, we have built a company culture that thrives on diversity of backgrounds, creativity, collaboration, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. From our humble beginnings to becoming a recognized leader in our field, every milestone has a testament to the dedication and ingenuity of our team. What many people do not know is that I'm half blind. Due to a degenerative retina condition, I have 50% of blind spots scattered all over my eyesight and can only see half of what you would see. So looking back at my journey, I had to develop a lot of coping mechanisms when navigating through events in the dark, giving keynotes like here, absolute nightmare. Dark stages, people that holding hands, I can't see them because my vision, my blind spots are conflicting with the rest of the vision. It taught me, however, humility. Reflecting on the last 7 years, I'm convinced that actually this flaw was, to a large extent, also reason for our success at Futurae. My superpower has been my sense for people. I always had to be very radical, deciding if someone was wasting our time or was serious about the potential collaboration. We could not waste any time when we started the company to detect great people who support you all along your journey, but also to detect if someone is not genuine and does kill your time along the journey is a powerful gift. So looking back, I'm happy we founded Futurae in Europe. We can get world-class talent, benefit from innovation-friendly policies, and a large variety of banks, fintechs, and financial institution providers that we can call customers and partners. Regulations like PSD2 pushing online security or data privacy regulations like GDPR that fine companies for the very first time not taking adequate care of customer data came right on time when we started to provide the momentum. This foundation has been instrumental for our success, enabling us to attract top talent, forge strategic partnerships with banks like Barclays, and the likes like Santander or Viva. And it has been a main driver when we started the company. As we look ahead, my passion for innovation and entrepreneurship remains undiminished. I firmly believe that locations like Singapore, Japan, Zurich will continue to leading the way in important areas like fintech, trust tech, and financial innovation overall. The financial location not only benefits from centuries of traditions and financial expertise, but it will also play a crucial role shaping the future of global innovation. And I am excited to be part of this change. Thank you.